Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, neither any of these blokes. This is Von the Burglar, a good friend of mine, Von the Burglar, an absolute gentleman, legend of 1AR, and he's running around in the Leopard. He's on a mission, not a personal mission. He's on a mission to have a ripper of a game. He's already got a mark of excellence on that bad boy, or is it two? I think it might be two, hard to tell with the German tanks. And he's not stuffing around on Abbey. He's top tier in this bad boy. He's gone straight to the middle where he can do some dank spotting, some damage. He's gonna have an absolute rip. He's already spotted. Did he spot those tanks with the BT7? I don't know who spot those tanks. We'll find out at the end of the game. Von the Burglar from 1AR clan, absolute gentleman. He's in the Leopard. This is the tier 5 Leopard. There's a few Leopards in this game. You're going to see another Leopard a little bit later on as he pops one into the M10 RBFM. Now, if you play tier 5 much, you'll know what M10 RBFM's like. They're always they're a TD of choice, a little bit like a Hellcat or a Wolverine or a whatever. T67, there's plenty of them. People who like T67s often like M10 RBFM. Not saying that's good or bad, just an observation. Nothing against any of those T67 specialists out there. Anyway, there's a couple of gun options in the Leopard. This is not the one that I use. This is a single shot, which I think has a better DPM. I reckon Von will probably tell me if I'm wrong. I hope. But I like the machine gun one. But I think the machine gun one had a few changes not too long ago. This is Von the Burglar. He's in the Leopard. He's getting this poor little AMX-40 does not know what's about to hit him. The AMX-40's shot Von a few times, but he's just blocking the damage like an absolute boss. AMX-40, not known for its speed, not known for its gun. It's known for its armor. The turret's pretty well rounded. You can bounce a few shots in it, but as you can see, Von has taken all the hit points off the AMX-40, and he's only lost 52 hit points in return. Not a bad trade in anybody's language. 1-2's the score, though. His team are down by a little bit. Looking there towards the OI experimental. The gun, Stewie. Tell me about the gun. One's got APCR loaded, which is premium ammunition on this bad boy. 60 alpha damage, 130 millimeters of penetration. Standard's 100 mil. He's also got chocolate running. That's going to help his reload time, his aim time, his vision, all that kind of stuff. Binoculars and a camo net so he can outspot those the enemy tanks. And not be seen when they're activated. They only activate, of course, binos and camo nets, even with equipment 2.0. They only activate when you've been stopped in the same spot for a few seconds, like Von is now. No, he's not. He's moving again. He's ready to carry this game. The score's 3-2. They're winning now. They were down by a tank not too long ago. And playing on the Australian server. I know it's the Australian server because I know he's an Aussie, and I know he loves the Australian server, and I can also tell because the Australian server, as well as the Latin American server, on low population games, they're populated by bots to make the numbers up for those players who might be new to the game and might be grinding through their first few tiers of tanks. And those bots you can see with the little tank icon next to their name, as well as a colon either end. Now, that tank that he killed is one of the blokes who I always giggle when I see him in game, because his in-game name's pretty funny. His in-game name's Spew Chunks. It's a pretty cool in-game name, I reckon. Anyway, his team's doing okay now. 5-2 the score, so there's nothing too much to worry about. They're looking okay. He's looking for some cheeky sniping shots into these heavy tanks on the eastern flank. The KV-1, the OI experimental, and now the Chi-He. 2 shots into the back of the turret of the Japanese tier 4 medium tanks. Puts a couple of blind shots in, because why wouldn't you? And as mentioned earlier, this you keep blind firing because you never know. You never know when you're going to land a blind fire shot. I do. 5-3 the score. Von the Burglar from 1AR in the Leopard. The tier 5 German light tank. Light tank by name, not really by nature. It's got a bit of armour to it. It's big, it's chunky, a little bit like me, and it's got a pretty cool gun. I like the machine gun in it, but there have been changes, as I mentioned earlier. There have been changes to lower tier guns and tanks, and maybe I think this is possibly a better option if you're trying to 3-mark this tank, which I think is what Von might want to do. I think the pen would be better in this gun, and the DPM definitely would be better because it's not a machine gun or an autoloader. Back of the KV-1 now, he'll be licking his lips saying, gee, if I can keep shooting the back of these tanks, it'll be cool damage all day long. 1,214 hit points of damage done so far. A little bit blocked, and now this is just like easy mode. Wouldn't it be great if those tanks were spotted? Unfortunately, though, his team are down now, down by a tank. 5-6 the score, and most of the dead players on Von's team are real players. Same as on the enemy team. There are only one bot from each team have died. So I don't know, have the bots gotten better? I'm not sure, or maybe they just haven't been discovered. The KV-1 goes down to the PZ4H. elsewhere on the map. And now Von's getting the binos fired up, trying to outspot those heavy tanks and medium tanks that have gone up the one line. The KV-1 looks like he's going back there to at least try to hold up the advance of the enemy team. Now Von spots that tank, but he hasn't got a shot on the B1 at tier 4. Now the tier 4 is a bot. That's one of those ones. If your eyesight's good enough, you can see that he's got the colon either end of his name. But it's time to help the KV-1. The KV-1's getting pushed on by the PZ4H and Cow. That's one of the newer tanks that have come into the game. Fires a few shots, looking now towards the OI Experimental, which is probably only a two-shot, the OI Experimental, to get rid of a tank out of the game. Down by a tank now, 6-7 is the score. Von's racked up 1,275 hit points of damage, sniping and brawling in the middle of Abbey. That we know. Of course, that little damage counter down at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, that only, just below me, that only counts things that you've seen happen. So if you put a blind shot into something, that's not going to tell you if it's hit. Does that make sense? I think it should. Now, I'm getting sneaky here. Getting into these bushes on the northern end of the Abbey itself in the middle. Wait for the binos to fire up. Spots out the PZ4H and Co. Starts pumping some damage in. Doesn't get spotted himself, so he thinks, you're guilty. We'll just keep shooting at this bloke. Now, there are two other tanks that were in the north. The KV-1 and the OI Experimental. Now, this is an interesting thing. He's not spotting those tanks. Now he is. Now he can see the KV-1. Is that who's got the cap points? It is. So he puts a couple of shots into the KV-1, brings his damage up to over 1,500 hit points of damage. Now, I don't mind guns like this. This thing, it might not be the popular Leopard machine gun autoloader that can just dump a clip really quickly, but that fast-firing DPM is really is nice. Just keep pumping away. That's all you got to do. Just like making love. Just got to keep pumping away. The KV-1's competent now. The KV-1's down to 4 hit points, which is 3 more than he needs, but probably not enough to get it too much. Now, Von 6 Zs did go off. I'm not sure if he missed it, but he's continuing to keep the KV-1 spotted. The KV-1 goes down to the PZ4H. Von pulls back behind this dead tank. Not really a dead tank. It's just part of the. It's not a player. It's a dead tank, which is part of the scenery, if you like. Now that was the Chi-Ha at tier 4. There he goes. Von picks up his second kill, and that brings the score up to 11-8. Looking pretty good now as far as the scoreboard goes. 11-8. So his teammates have done something. 1876 hit points of damage done so far. 330 blocked, 437 assisted damage. Now that assisted damage, some of that assisted damage at least, would have come from Von spotting out those tanks that were trying to cap in the north. 12-8 the score, 3 tanks remain. The PZ4H and Cow, if that's how you say it, if it's not, just let me know. Who was last seen at the northern cap at Von's base. The other two, the B1 and the VK3001H, haven't been seen for a little while. There's the B1, and Von will be saying again, oh, you're guilty, no problems, I'll take that damage. No worries. 3 shots into the side. 4 shots into the side of the tier 4. Misses the 5th shot, gets behind a bit of cover, and be careful, be careful. We've all done it. He's saying, rightio, I've got this now. 2,148 hit points of damage. Looking at Von's gun, now that he's out in the sunshine, it looks like it's 2 marks of excellence on that bad boy. It looks pretty good. He's got the clan rival skin, which I think looks absolutely beautiful with that golden lightning or the cracked look on the steel. It looks fantastic. Von's coming around the corner looking for the B1. I was about to say he's probably not too perturbed if the B1 lands a shot, but the B1 not having any trouble penetrating the Leopard. But I think Von should be able to kill him before he kills Von, which is exactly how you want to trade your hit points towards the end of the battle. But look at the bullet count. He's only got 4 bullets left. He's got 4 high explosive rounds as well, but he's only got 4 APCR rounds. Here's the VK, and it'll take more than 4 to get rid of the VK, but luckily some of his teammates are shooting as well. 1 more shot should get the kill. Doesn't quite. Finishes the game with 5 bullets left, and it's a good win in the end, 15-8. Von the Burglar. It says 2,826 hit points of damage on the in-game counter. Let's have a look and see what it says on the post-game battle results. There were some blind shots. We've all done it. There's always some blind shots, and the blind shots, when they do damage, it's a nice little surprise at the end of the game. Tier 5 Leopard, a shed load of damage. I would have said shitload. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Duelist, 5 for effect. Got 35 bonds for one, probably for one of those daily missions that you get every day, which are awesome. High caliber for doing more damage than anybody else. 3,031 hit points of damage. So what's that? Nearly 200 extra hit points of damage. 3 kills, 1333. Base experience. He fired 70 shots, 60 hit and 45 penetrated. So even with all that blind firing, plenty of them were hitting. That's for sure. Might have bounced a few, but you get that. 330 damage blocked by armor, 437 assisted damage. Did he make credits? Hell no! Even with battle payments running. He was firing full APCR though, and it looks to me like Von might also be paying full price for premium consumables, because he had the chocolate running, and I don't think he needed his first aid kit or his repair kit, which might have also been premium consumables. Not sure, but looks like he paid full price for the chocolate, but that's all right, that's fine. Cost him 90,000 credits, but I reckon he's probably a little bit closer to that third mark of excellence in the Tier 5 German Leopard, which I haven't taken mine out for a while. It is sitting in the garage. It is a pretty cool looking tank, and it is something I'm looking forward to pulling out again. Let's move on to game number 2. This is an extravaganza. You know it. You know it. It's an extravaganza. 4 Ace Tanker replays in one video. This is How to Tank. How to Tank from Spider Clan. How to Tank in the WZ131, the Tier 7 Chinese light tank. He's gone Tundra. He's gone to the he's spawned south, and he's gone to the hill. And there's a couple of more light tanks. There's one of them. The AMX 1375 pops one into the side. You know, he's using his brains here. He's not charging straight up to the hill because he's outnumbered. He's only got one friend there, and it's the AMX 12T, not a tank with a big it's low tiered AMX 12T. So he's thinking, oh, I might get out of here and try a different avenue. Spots out the IKV 65 too. He gets spotted himself, puts one into and does take one into return. Not a good trade in that one. Loses 271 hit points, but he pumps out 195. Better than nothing. Pulls back behind the rock on base, and lucky he didn't YOLO. If he had have gone straight into that, the hill would have been decimated. Look at the hill. There's a Type 58 there, a Cromwell B, a P48 BIS, and of course AMX 1375 auto-loading French Tier 7 light tank. This is a Tier 7 game. There are Tier 6s on it as well, of course. But it was only How to Tank as well as the AMX 12T that were looking at going to the hill. The rest didn't quite make it. You've got a good presence on the west, however, and now How to Tank needs to think about it. Think about what he's going to do, and set up for a pretty cool comeback. 0-0 is the score. He's already got a little bit of damage, 612. Looking out towards that one landed. How did that one land? The Super Chaffee. We're going to see a Super Chaffee game later on in this extravaganza. The Super Chaffies sees the opportunity for the P43 TER and says, yep, I'll take that kill. So looking at How to Tank, trying to snipe out the Super Chaffee. Super Chaffee not silly enough to poke out from around the corner. The IS-2 goes down on the western flank, and looking at the western flank, it's the opposite to what's happening in the east. How to Tank's team have got the numbers there clearly on the west. Down goes the IS-2. The Caro P88 goes down as well, and the enemy trying to do something on the hill as well. The the M48A3, the Easy 8 gets taken out by the enemy team, bringing the score up to 3-2. 814 hit points of damage done so far. He's got a damaged fuel tank. He's got a manual fire extinguisher, but it's a manual one. I'd be tempted to fix the fuel, especially if I'm going to be sitting back here. What about the guns, Stuart? The WZ131's a Tier 7 Chinese light tank. It's got an 85mm gun. 200 alpha damage, 159mm of penetration with standard, which is AP. 230 with the heat rounds. Shoots a Type 58 into the side. Does he get lit? No. He's in these bushes behind this rock. I've never used this position, but it looks like it's not a bad place to defend the eastern push from if you're coming in from the south. There's the... he shoots there's a dead tank there, which saved the Type 58 from getting shot, but it looks like his friend got a shot into the Type 58 before his friend went down. The AMX 12T and the T71DA, both probably defending from a little bit too far forward to defend the east from, because they just rolled into him, and HowToTank was calling in the chat saying, come back, get that. Don't. Anyway, they didn't come back and they died. 5-7 the score. Down by 2 tanks, but you never give up. Never, ever give up. He's keeping an eye on the eastern side. There's plenty of tanks left to shoot. Down by 2 tanks, 5-7. The west is still looking pretty good. 6-7 the score now as the Saint Emile goes down. It looks like there's only a Jackson defending the other side. Hopefully, HowToTank's teammates notice that and push the Jackson. They might be. The Type 58's been taken down a little bit, mostly by HowToTank and his WZ131. Looking towards the middle, the IKV 65-2, the T3585M, the Type 58, they're all pushing through the middle, and HowToTank using the undulation of the land. I like that word. Using the undulation of the land and the terrain, if you like, to give himself some natural cover and basically not die. 7-8 is the score. There's the AMX 1370. Does get shot by a Cromwell B, not once but twice. Pulls back again. He nearly had the kill shot on the AMX 1375, but the SU100 tidies up that kill, and that brings the score up to 8-9. Only down by 1 tank on Tundra. HowToTank from Spider Clan in the WZ131. Looking at trying to maybe help his friends push on the Jackson. Probably doesn't need to. The Jackson just took a big hit for 372 hit points. And he's gonna seagull it. He shoots and kills the Jackson. And now he's got to keep an eye on the Cromwell B. The Cromwell B now a one-shot, but there's 25 seconds left on the cap. And I think HowToTank, after killing the Jackson, doesn't kill the Crommy. He's got to go back. He realises that. He's got to go back because there's only 15 seconds left on the cap. His team are winning now, though. That good, strong push on the west. His team are winning. Now, looks like 2 tanks on his team are gonna go for the cap. He sees the T37, takes his time and aims, knowing that if he misses, it will be a loss. Shoots the T37 twice. I thought HowToTank had 2 tanks on the cap. Now there are 2 tanks on this cap. The other one's going to be the VK30-02D, I reckon, and that's what he's looking for vision on. Finds it, shoots him, gets a good tracking shot that time. Down goes the T37 to the J Panther, who's also come to play. And now it should be a 2 versus 1 in the south. The Cromwell B, however, looks like the Cromwell B's in that gully in the middle of the map. There's a VK. That one doesn't go through. A minute 20 left on the cap. The IS-2, who's on the northern cap, looks like he's getting reset by the P43 Biz. The Panther comes down. There's that bloody Cromwell again. Down goes the J Panther, and now it's a 12 versus 12. He's got to get rid of the Cromwell. He does. Brings the score back to 13-12. This is why you never give up, folks. He's pulling back. Now they've got the IS-2 is staying on the cap. I think the IS-2 is going to die. The IS-2 is a one-shot now. The IS-2, Breaker Morant, sort of. The T150 is trying to shoot the P43 on the hill. HowToTank on 270 hit points with a damaged fuel tank, which he could have fixed earlier. Let's hope he doesn't get set on fire. The P43 BIS gets killed by the IS-2 in the north in the end, which is a ripper. So maybe the T50 spotted it. It's basically an even scoreboard. Shoots and resets the VK with a heat round, and that takes him down to 343 hit points. The VK still not aiming HowToTank's way. He shoots him again. The T150 confirms the kill, and then they never give up. They come back and they win that game on Tundra, 15-12. Let's have a look at the result before we move on to the third replay in today's extravaganza. That's right, 4 Ace Tanker replays. Possibly with another Leopard, you never know. HowToTank from Spider pulls off that comeback in the WZ131. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. You also got the Bruiser Medal, Fire for Effect, Confederate Medal for shooting more enemy tanks than anybody else did, Defender for reducing the cap points, High Caliber, and that's not a bad ace. 1269, Base XB. Excuse I, 2,819 hit points of damage done. 2 kills. A shout out to the Jag Panther for doing over 3k. Most of it sniped. That's why I didn't get as much XP as HowToTank. But HowToTank also got the 100 defense points, 812 assisted damage, and didn't make any credits. No credit boosters, no premium account. Cost him 3,000 credits, but that is a standard tank with a standard account. And he didn't fire much premium ammunition, but sometimes that's what happens. WZ131, HowToTank, you're a legend, mate. HowToTank from Spider Clan in the WZ131, the Tier 7 Chinese light tank. Let's move on to game number 3. It's the one you want to see. It's the other Leopard, the Leopard PTA. This is Infectious Frag. Infectious Frag from 7ACAV Clan. They're good friends of ours over there. There's lots of legends over there, including Infectious Frag. Now this could have been featured in a low tier. Hold my beer. It looks like he hasn't quite loaded into the game yet. Playing on Berlin. Look at that style. That's the what's it called? It says it there. Sakura Storm. Where's that from? I did pick one up. Don't tell me, it'll come to me. Or if I forget, just tell me. Infectious Frag. Low tier, hold my beer. This is the one, when you're low tier, you don't give up. There's 5 tier 10. No, there's 6. I can count, trust me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 tier 10 tanks in this game. I thought it was 6, but he doesn't care. He finds one of them as the STB1 in the middle of Berlin. How the hell did that map get so small? I don't know. 0-0 the score. Is he on a mission as well? He's on a mission to track tanks for the T-55A mission. He's also on an Excalibur mission to be the top player by damage blocked by armor. Probably not going to do it in that one. Let's see if he can get this tracking mission at the same time. There's an Object 430U. I don't know where that bullet went. This is a Leopard PTA. The other Leopard. There's a few Leopards in the game. 3 or 4 that I can think of. Maybe if you include all the Leos, that might make it. Anyway, Leopard PTA is a Tier 9 German medium tank. A lot of people say it's a sniper. I'm not seeing much sniping here. He's right in the thick of things. Let's see how Infectious Frag goes. Infectious Frag from 7ACAV. 7ACAV, great bunch of people over there. They've got a couple of CCs. They've got some legends. They've got some content creators. They've got some community. They've got everything. They've got everything over there. They've got beer, wine, soft drink, pizzas, you name it. Great bunch of people. 1 zips a score. Infectious Frag. He's on a mission to track some tanks. He's also on a mission. It's low tier, hold my beer. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if he's low tier. He's ready to carry this game. The Leopard PTA is a Tier 9 German medium tank. It leads to the Leopard 1 at Tier 10. Now this one is one of those bad boys that's got armor piercing rounds for standard ammunition and premium. 105mm gun, 420 alpha damage, 278mm of penetration with standard, 323 with premium. He's also got a semi-generous amount of high explosive rounds there, should he need them, to shoot light tanks or maybe artillery pieces or lightly armoured tank destroyers. They've got 105mm of penetration, potentially 510 alpha damage for the HE rounds. I'm interested to see if he uses it. We don't see it much. We'll see what happens. 1 zips a score. Infectious Frag from 7ACAV. He's already rocked up, as I've been sitting here waffling on. He's already racked up 2,080 hit points of damage. He has lost 1,200 though, or nearly 1,200. He's got a damaged fuel tank. We saw that in the last game. And he's just kicking back here. Dueling, if you like, with this Object 430. Other people are looking at him too. Sealy, who's often seen in my Twitch stream, and that's another 7ACAV champion. Sealy's in the RU251, the RU Sirius, the Tier 9 German light tank. And there's an EBR 105, shoots him, critically hits him, gets a little bit of a decent amount of assisted damage. He's up to 1,411 assisted damage. And the best thing, there he goes, he even gets a kill, getting rid of the French wheel tank, and that brings the score up to 3-zip. Playing on Berlin. We're playing on Berlin. We know it's Berlin. We're playing on Berlin. I know my maps. I'm a community contributor for crying out loud. Infectious Frag from 7AK. You're the Leopard PTA. This is a third replay in today's extravaganza. There's another kill. 2 kills. 3,040. Where's this damage coming from? I'm sitting here waffling on, and Infectious Frag is just farming the damage. He's down to 520 hit points, which is 519 more than he needs. He doesn't care. 2 kills, 3,041 hit points of damage done. 1,411 assisted damage. And the score's 6-zip. There's plenty of more opportunities to get tanks. 7-zip as the Leopard 1 goes down to the FE4885 elsewhere on the map, down there in the south, which is where platoon mate Sealy is as well. There's also a lot of, he's looking out for the STB1. That's who he wants. He wants that STB1 scalp, and I don't blame him. I don't know him, and he probably doesn't know him either. It looks like there's like count-ins happening on the enemy team, which is cool. That's good. Plenty of people do count it. There's the stabby, shoots him and kills him. That's his 3rd kill, and that brings the score up to 8-zip. The mission ticker came up. So he's on the mission MT4. Stay still, will you? Destroy the track of 3 different tanks. Cause damage to an immobilised enemy vehicle 3 times by shooting it. To get it with honours, wants to kill 2 immobilised vehicles and win the battle. I think the win's in the bag with a score of 9 zip. Let's see if we can get the rest of this tracking stuff. We'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Even if he doesn't, it's going to be a very good game. 3,386 hit points of damage done. 1411 assisted damage. Infectious Frag. Playing like an absolute champion. Looking. I don't know where that went either. Missed. The enemy team get their first kill, and this might be another one for Frag. Once he's loaded the back of the WZ1115A, the Tier 10 Chinese heavy tank. That's his 4th kill. What's around the corner? It's T110E4 facing the wrong way. Just about low, just misses. I think he was aiming for the back wheel to try to track the tank for that mission. Maybe missed it by an inch. Top of the turret, no problems. Confirm that damage. That's mission complete? He's got the mission. Oh, he's got a part of the mission. He's shot and immobilised vehicles, but I'm not sure he's going to finish the mission entirely. 15-2. That was a fast and furious ace tanker replay from my old mate Infectious Frag. Not just a win, but an ace tanker. The Leopard PTA, the Tier 9 German medium tank, the one that leads to the Leopard 1, which we all know is really an Aussie tank. You know it, and I know it. Everybody knows it. Infectious Frag, you're a legend, mate. Thank you very much for the replay. That was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bruiser, Fighter, Fire for Effect. You also got the Oskins Medal for killing 3 tanks or tank destroyers that are of higher tier. A really good medal to get in a low tier, hold my beer replay. 1377 base experience, 4 kills, 4,500 damage done exactly. He also got 1,411 assisted damage. Don't forget about that one. And Sealy had a pretty good game in his light tank as well. He even made credits there, 43,509 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 6-minute game. Where did it go? Well, we lost it. We lost the replay. We'll get it back up. Don't worry. We're professionals here. I pushed the wrong button. That's all I did. I pushed the wrong button. 43,500 credits. That's after tax in a premium account in that 5-minute game. Thanks, Infectious Frag. This is live. We're doing it live. Don't worry about that. Who's this clown? This is the Super Chaffee. Why am I driving the Super Chaffee? Yes, it's me. On Province. Why am I driving the Super Chaffee? I was doing this, as a lot of you know. Sometimes I make it onto an extravaganza. I know, it's hard to believe. Now, this is my first ever game in the Super Chaffee. And this is the reason why I'm not going to drive it again. There's an enemy Super Chaffee over there. The Super Chaffee is a tank that was given out a while ago. Every August, I think it's every August, Wargaming's anniversary, they tend to give tanks away if you've been playing the game long enough. Like a thank you to the players. I appreciate it. I think it's fantastic. Fantastic idea. And that's why, if you have a look at this thing, I've got this 7 years on board. So this must have been the 7-year anniversary. Or I was playing 7 years when this one was given out, which must have been at the end of 2020 because I started my account in 2013. I think. Anyway, the Super Chaffee, it's a premium tank. It's a Tier 6 American light tank. It's a lot like the T-37. The gun is a 76mm, 115 alpha damage, 150 mil of penetration with standard, 155 with APCR. Now I've got up here. Now this guy's having a great day. The VK3001D. Look at him. I've shot him once and he's driven in. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? He's gone straight into the water. Did you see that? And you think, oh well, there's someone who's trying to, not do the right thing. But I'm wrong. I'm not sure what he's doing, but we'll find out. Just going to snipe a bit here. Playing on Province. Province not a map I'm a great fan of. I used to have it blocked. I'm not sure why I don't have it blocked anymore. But I think I stopped blocking it because I predominantly play on the Australian server, and I think if a game goes in and I've got that map blocked, I'll just sit in the queue, which is not good. Now you notice that guy in the VK, he hasn't died yet. You notice that? He dived straight into the water and he hasn't died yet. Anyway, playing this game, and when Battle Pass is on, as a lot of you know, if you ever watch my Twitch channel, which I recommend you do, link down below, like, subscribe and all that jazz, I often go through all my tier 6 tanks. So with tier 6 tanks, once you get your 100 battle pass points, you get a bonus 15. It is known as quite an efficient way of completing the battle pass. And because I'd never played the Super Chaffee before, I didn't have any equipment on it. And pardon me, I'd put the camo on it because that was the tank that I got for the 7 years, and that was part of the promotion. I thought I'll put that camo on it because that's sort of a reason to put the camo on. But I'd never played the tank before. So I thought, anyway, I was going through all these tanks, and we're running out of tanks by the time this video comes out. All of my tier 6 tanks, oh, well, no, I completed the battle pass before I used up all of my tier 6 tanks. But anyway, the score's 3-1. We're looking at the side of the OI. And I thought, well, we'll try the Super Chaffee. The other tank, I only had one or two other tanks to grind through for the battle pass. I'll give the Super Chaffee a go. I can't play that much differently to the T-37, and I don't mind that tank. So I put some equipment on that I'd had spare lying around that I bought half price last time they had a sale on, which is the right thing to do. Shoots and sets the OI on fire. Keep burning, OI, keep burning. I'm licking my lips here going, look at this. And now look who's come out of the water. The VK is back out of the water. The OI puts the fire out when he's got 16 hit points left and he gets killed by the KB2. Nothing wrong with that. There's the VK. VK getting farmed. 4-2 is the score. Down to 25 hit points, puts his gun up in the air, gives up. That brings the score up to 5-2. Looking at the Japanese Tiger. This is just a damage farm. That's all it is. It's just a damage farm. Having a great time. 5-2 the score. There goes the HT number 6, whatever that is. 5-3 the score. And you can see what I'm doing up here. Just kicking back. Just shooting people. That was HE. Not sure why. Not sure why I had an HE round loaded. I think it was a misclick on my part. It happens occasionally. 7-3 the score. Patience. Patience is a virtue. And this is when the patience runs out. Let's go, rightio, we're done here. We're winning 8-3. Game's in the bag. Time to see what this bad boy could do. Remember, this is my first game in this tank. Never played it before. Puts one into the heavy tank number 6. One of my friends kill it, which is great. 9-3, charging down the 1-2-3 line. There's a Jagdpanzer 4 down here, which hasn't been spotted for a while. Find the artillery. Of course, I missed the first shot. I'm not sure where he's trying to go, but it looks like he's flipped. Almost flipped his tank. So anyone fire, puts the fire out. One more shot, another fire. 2 fires in 2 shots. Hacks confirmed. Where's that Jagdpanzer 4? He's got to be around here somewhere. Only 3 tanks remain. The T-34-85 and the Excalibur on the other end of the map. There's a Jagdpanzer 4. Get behind him. He's given up. Look at him. He's given up. The score's 12-3. We've got him covered. If this is another fire, I'm reporting myself. Down to 17 hit points. Thanks, Artie. And that brings the score up to 13-3, 14-3. We're not going to get any more kills. That's going to be a win. 1 game in the Super Chaffee. First game ace. Never playing it again. Why would you? Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bruiser Medal. Arsonist. Fire for Effect. 25 bonds for that. That would have been for the kills. For the premium mission. High Caliber. 2,728 hit points of damage done at the end. 2 kills. 1,500 base experience. I fired 32 shots. 27 hit. 20 penned. A little bit of assisted damage. Good coin. 26,000 credits. That's after tax for the premium account. No boosters running. The game went for about 6 minutes. Once again, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the replays. This has been another extravaganza. StewiejP in the Super Chaffee. Infectious Frag, welcome to Get On Board Studios. In the Leopard, Prototype A at Tier 9. HowToTank in the WZ, and my old mate Von the Burglar. Legend of 1AR in the Leopard. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Discord, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. They're all down below. Click, like, subscribe. Tell your friends. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and see you all next time.